Hello and welcome back to another video. So this is another part of my visual inventory. There's already 3 parts up, I think: highlighters, blushes, single eyeshadows, and then also an actual inventory calculating how much my collection costs and how many items I have in each collection. The items might be skewed for this category. I went over that in the actual video because I have a palette that I don't know if I'll be keeping because of its quality. And I don't know what I'll be getting if I can't get that one again. So, might be skewed a little bit, just a little bit. But yes, these are all of my palettes, including the ones that I keep in my acrylic drawer because they're tiny, like these e.l.f. ones. And the ones that I keep in my actual big drawer, like this Pat McGrath one. So yeah, I'm gonna go over all of my palettes. If you like this video, subscribe if you want more, and go and click on the playlist link down below so you can see more of the inventory. Now we're gonna get into the video. So first off, I'm gonna start with this Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette. You can't see it because it's the darkest color, but if you just saw that movement, that's the purple shade. It came shattered. I didn't do this. Like, honestly, I wish I did, so then I wouldn't, like, be inclined to return it, because returning things are a nightmare, and it's been, like, a week, and I don't even know if they're going to take it. But anyways, this came completely shattered. It was all over the box, so I just keep it in the box and move on with my life. Yeah, see, look at that. It got over my fingers, and I held it in plastic for, like, 2 seconds. Next, we have this mini custard-filled Makeup Revolution palette. This was like their donuts collection, and it comes with a little squeezy top. I really like it. It doesn't really have a name besides Custard Fill, but this is the like orange themed one, and it's very nice. It gives me very much like, oh my god, I got on the back of my hand too. Okay, but it gives me very much like, you know, Korean makeup when I put it on, especially this orange shade. Next is this Primark Shadow and Shade. You can see the humongous dip that I made in this. This was like my go-to palette for while I was in school. And I still didn't hit pan, so like fun times. But I got this for $3 and it's very good. Honestly, if they still sold this, I would get another one because I really like it. So this next one closed on me. It is the MAC times Aaliyah palette. Oh my god. This shade is very much damaged because I tried to depot it, and these do depot, but they don't stick to my magnetic palette. But that's fine because I'm going to back to MAC this palette anyways. I just, you know, thought I could maybe keep the shades because I don't really want to like throw them out, but I also don't really want them. But yeah, since they don't stick in my palette, even though they do come out, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But this was very good when I had it, but I didn't use it a lot. I just really liked the silver in here. And there's a video up on my channel with this palette because I don't use it that often. Okay, so next I want to do my little bite-sized eyeshadows. This one is Truffles, this one is Carnival Candy, and this one, as you can read, is Hot Jalapeno. I also had Pumpkin Pie, but I gave that one to my cousin in my last declutter because I just didn't use it, although now that I saw the looks that she did with it, I kind of want to buy it again. And it's fine because these are only like $3. But this one I haven't opened yet because I just like, I have greens that I use, but I also like want to use this one because I specifically got this because I didn't have any green eyeshadows at the time. And then I just didn't use it and then I got more, so yeah. These are all great and they're as good as everyone says. I prefer Truffles because it has deep enough color so you can do other things with it, but also this very shiny silver shade. It's really nice for $3. So this is like a Physicians formula palette that my mom got me for Christmas. It smells great, but none of these shades show up as dark as they look. Even the black has a little mirror in the back and a little utensil, but it's cute and that's why I'm keeping it. Okay, so next we have this Aether Beauty quad. It's the Topaz quad. Here are the shade names. And I got this on like super sale. I think it was like half off because they were changing the name to take out the E's essentially from this. But it's a nice palette. I really like one single shade that I got from their Rose Quartz palette. That's in my single eyeshadow collection. I don't really like that it's not magnetic because, you know, you gotta put this little rubber band over it every single time, but it's cute. And it came with this little card, which is cute. Next we have this Morphe palette. This was their Christmas one, and it's the Morphe Sweetness and Spice 5S. I like the shimmers in it, but I just don't use this that often because it's just neutrals and I have better ones. But I really wanted to try the brushes and the lip gloss, and it was a set. And it was cheap too for all three of the things. So, and I actually got 2 brushes out of it, and I really like one of the brushes. So it was good in the long run, but I don't use this palette that often. So this is the NYX Off Tropic palette. I also got this one for Christmas, and this is a very nice color story. And I really like this like orangey red in here and this pink. This is Shifting Sands, I think. Yeah. And it's nice. Okay, she's a bit destroyed, but this is the Joey palette from the Friends collection. I got this for free because I had the like $10 to spend for my birthday at Ulta, and it was discounted down to like $7.20 when I got it. So this palette was free, but I really like it and it's very cute. This was the only palette that I really wanted anyways. So even though I broke this shade in the middle, I really only wanted this green and this pink, so we Gucci. So these are the Sephora Collection times Coach palettes. This one's Sharky and this one's Rexy. I have swatches of both of these palettes and the lip gloss and the nail polish up on my channel already. Literally, if you just search it with swatches, either one of these, it'll come up. Or just scroll back, it's not that far. It's probably like 2 months ago, but this palette is the best one out of the 2. But this is good if you're looking for like light spring colors, and I really like this one because it's like blue, like it shifts a little bit. You can't really see it, but it's blue. This is like one of the best blacks ever, and clearly you can see I dip into that shade a lot, and it's because I really like this palette. And this is what the fronts look like. They can clip onto your bag too. So this one is the Primark Exotica palette, and I specifically got this because this was back when I didn't have really any colors, and this was very interesting for me. And then I didn't use it for years because fun times, and now I think it's expired and I already have these colors, so I don't think I'm going to use it anytime soon, but I have it and it's in my collection. I do really like that this is like a duochrome, like it's one of those ones that shift to pink, if it can show you that. So it's not just like plain white. I like that. And there's purple and blue in here. They're very pretty, but I just don't use this that much, but I really like the layout of the palette. Okay, so technically this should have went into my single eyeshadows collection because these are single eyeshadows in a custom palette. But I always keep these in my palettes section. So, oops. But yeah, these are all single eyeshadows from Primark, and they're really nice. This was the first one I ever got, and I used it on my graduation day, which is very nice. But yeah, moving on. So this is the Trendy in Tokyo palette. I literally like just got this right before my birthday, so like 2 months ago. I already have a huge dip in this red right here because I used this one because this is like a very nice and pigmented red. But yeah, I like all of the colors in here. There's a lot of depth, even though these are all like the same shade. And it's a lot of diversity if you just want a nice rainbow palette. This is the Radioactive palette by Mellow Lops, and this is beautiful. This is like one of the best palettes I have. My sister got this for me for my birthday, and it's beautiful. It's indie. and very nicely made. And if you just need these weird off rainbow colors paired with obviously the ones you need, like red and yellow, get this. And the shimmers are amazing. And this is a duochrome, so like, get it. Next is this Nabla palette. It's the Secret palette, and the embossing is very beautiful. But this is what it looks like. Mine's kind of dirty. But yeah, I really like this shade, and it's what I primarily got it for. There's a little dip in it, but you really can't see it with darker colors. But there is. And yeah, it's a beautiful palette. I got it half off during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. And it was a very good decision on my part. Speaking of Nabla, I have these two cutie palettes. This one's the coral one, and this one's platinum. I specifically waited for the 21 Days of Beauty to get this, although I wanted to get it beforehand, but as soon as I saw that these were in the lineup, I waited because of this silver shade right here. Everyone always does that, and look at that. I saw these in so many palette collections, so many declutters, and it looks the same in person as it does on camera. This is like one of the best silvers, and you only need a little tap. And this coral one, this mandarin shade, is beautiful. Like, look at that. It's a nice pink and orange shift. Yeah, Nabla is just really doing it for me, but these are good, and these are what I have. Next up, I have these Urban Decay mini palettes in Shortcut, Highway Queen, G-Train, and Detour. So my favorite is Detour, because it's just neutrals with a pop of blue, because everybody loves that, obviously. This is a duochrome where it's like blue and white, and it's very nice, and I just really like it. And then next we have, oh yeah, I don't even remember, G-Train, which looks like this. I thought this was a red, and I thought this would be like a good Christmas palette, but it's not a red. But I do like that this is like a nice gold to green shift. This is a nice green. This is a nice green. Like, all of these greens are very nice, and if I ever need them, they're here. Then we have Highway Queen, which started this whole thing. I made a video about this when I got it, and this is like when they first came out. I really like Pullover and Rest Stop, but yeah, haven't used it since then. And then this one is Shortcut. Oh my god, open. And even though it's red on the outside, it's purple on the inside. And although I do like all these like shadows, I don't use them. I've swatched them all. They're very pretty, but I just haven't used them in a look yet. And then there was an actual purple palette that was like purple on the outside that I couldn't get because I discontinued this before I could like get them all. So I only have 4 out of the 5, but whatever. Next up, I have this Melissa Michelle times Ulta Bling on the Glam palette. Now, this is what I said that I had 2 of when I did my single eyeshadow collection. And this is the lady, apparently. And this is what's in the palette. But I took out these 2 shades and then this one. And I was going to take out this one, but the one in the other palette literally broke. But I didn't use that palette that much because all of these were shattered. And I don't really wear purple like that. So I really only used these 4 and then this one sometimes, but this was like way too thick, so unless I really wanted that color, I didn't use it. But these 2 are my favorite, so I took them out of the other one, and I said if all else fails, and I actually messed them up like how I did with this one, then I could just use this palette. But it hasn't come to that, so like I still have a pristine palette in my hands. So this brings me to the end of part 1 of this video. I did my small palettes and a whole bunch of random ones that could fit in here, but I don't want this to be extra long, so there will be a part 2. It'll upload at the exact same time as this one, but it'll just be a separate video because I do not have the capacity to make this longer. but we'll be going over my ColourPop palettes, whole stack, and these randos. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. If you like this video, like this video. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe because I'll be doing more. And, you know, have a great day. Don't mind all the Chico stick papers. Leave me alone. Bye.